Hey guys, DREADTAC Gaming here. How you all doing? Today I'll be showing you my Lance build. In my opinion, Lance is the most unappreciated weapon in the game. To put it quite frankly, it doesn't have any flashy moves and combos. It's just a simple shield and poke mechanic. I just wanted everyone to know that I've been playing for 3 weeks now, and I'm at 350 hours already. Yes, you're right, I should probably get a life. I just love this game, and it's so addictive to the point that when I wake up in the morning, all I can hear and think about is this.
Spartan! Where's your profession? This is where we hold them! This is where we fight! This is where they die! And these shields rise!
So I seriously think about those Lance moments when I wake up, and the soundtrack of Monster Hunter World is absolutely gorgeous. Let's get to the build, shall we? Okay, so this build is what I call the Spartan build. I'm not sure if there are any of their builds exactly the same as this, but I just made this out of the box. I will not do a tutorial guide since Rurikon, Gaijin Hunter, and Project War already did a pretty good guide on the Lance already. Instead, I'll just get to the skills and what you want to have for this build. The Lance is a weapon that focuses on precision and timing. Yes, it has a simple combo and all, but the precision on where you want to land your combos are very important. And for the timing, you need that for your shield and counter attack. It's not just continuously mashing triangle and circle, for PS4 at least, and aiming towards your target. It's more on observing the monster, its behavior, anticipate every move, and when an opening presents itself, aim for the weak spots and do your combo. Being a Lance main means you need to literally get good in aiming your hits, time your shield blocks and counterattacks, know when to get in and out, and the most important thing is practice. Okay, so let's get to the build. I'll show you the skills real quick. Okay, there you go. So for the weapon, I have Love Sorrow, that's Valhazar Lance. This actually works on a lot of lances, so I just like this because it's my favorite. It looks sweet. Look at that. It's like a trident from I don't know, but it's cool. Okay, so the headpiece, I got Nergigante Helm Beta. That gives me 2 points of maximum might and 2 level 1 slots. For the chest, I get Kashal Assista Beta. That gives me 2 points in handicraft and the level 2 jewel slot. For the gloves, I get Kaiser Van Braces. That's the Teostra one. Alpha. It gives me 2 points in weakness exploit and 1 slot of jewel level 1. For the what do you call this? This is a coil. I don't know what this is. This it's a waist, I think, or the belt. It's Nergigante Coil Beta. It gives me 2 points in attack boost and 1 level 2 jewels slot. Nergigante Greaves Beta. That gives me 1 maximum might and a level 2 jewel slot. I got Handicraft Charm level 3. Gives me 3 points of handicraft. Vitality Mantle and Affinity Booster. Okay, so this build revolves around Nergigante Hunger. It regenerates your health as you continually attack a monster. Recovery varies by weapon. So basically, you want to get in your hits as much as possible to continually regenerate your lost health. Okay, so I'll explain that in a bit. I get level 5 Handicraft simply because of the multiplier for that attack of your weapon, considering that it gets the white sharpness. I got recovery up 3. That gives me 30% regeneration when I'm restoring health. Okay, so take note of that. I've got 3 weakness exploit. That gives me 50% increased affinity when I hit the weak spots. And I get peak performance level 3. That gives me 20 attack. You're probably wondering why I don't run attack boost 7. If you would check real quick, attack boost gives you what 21 attack on a level 7 plus 5% affinity. Peak performance gives you 20 attack, so you're gonna just lose 1 and the 5% affinity. I don't know, but I don't think it's worth it for the lance specifically, since you're gonna be on max health most of the time because every hit you dish out restores your health. Okay, and the 5% affinity lost here could be negated, or not negated, at least it could make up for the loss with maximum might. Maximum might is a skill that is usually used for weapons that don't have mobility. Since you're not going to be using stamina, you have those increased affinity by 30% almost all the time, and that's probably going to be used in great swords and everything. I know that when you use a lance, when you hop or when you sidestep, your stamina is going to be used. That's why when I use the lance, I don't hop that much. I just R2 circle. Let me show you real quick. So what I do is circle, 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 R2 circle, and then circle, circle, circle. Yes, it takes more time to dish out the combo, but it doesn't use your stamina, and it maintains the affinity boost that it gives you. So I don't know, it's just probably my gameplay, my playstyle. That's why I prefer this maximum might. It gives you the crit, and Jesus, I love the crits because every time you crit, you get your health back. So, sorry, every time you attack, you get your health back. So that's probably why I like it. Now, attack boost 2, that's kind of just there because I needed the third piece for my Nergigante. That was given by the coil beta. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the synergy of this build. So Nergigante Hunger, it gives you recovery every attack. Okay, now that synergizes well with your recovery because it stacks. Every time you hit that, you poke that thing, it regenerates your health plus a 30% regeneration with that. Okay, now if you would check my weapon, it has an augmentation of health regen. it has health regen by default, even if I don't have Nergigante Hunger or Recovery up. So all of these stack, and it's, oh my god, when you see it, it's just hilarious. When I get real low, I just do like 3 combos and I'm at full health. And when I'm at full health, I get peak performance. That is where it shines. That is the 20 attack boost I get. Plus, when I'm not moving, I get affinity 30%. So I'll be landing those crits together with a weakness exploit. That's 80% affinity whenever you hit the weak spots. Okay? So I hope everything's clear, and yeah. So basically, you guys would probably wonder why I don't have like guard 5 and guard up, or probably not why I'm not using Valhazak's set. I don't believe I need a guard 5 here because the game is about not getting hit as much as possible, or at least try your best to dodge hard hitting attacks. I also don't want guard up because I would just rather flash pod a Nergi or a Teostra when they're about to do their thing, or maybe just run out. However, if you find yourself in a sticky situation and you can't sheath and run, or at least sheath and flash pod, you can try doing your power block and pray to God that you won't die. You're also probably wondering why I don't go with Valhazak's set bonus. It's because I just think Valhazak's set lacks damage, and I like the pressure that I need to hit my target in order to get health back. It makes you an aggressive lancer, and it keeps you more hungry for hits. DPS is very important. The faster you kill it, the lesser chance it kills you. Okay, so the pros and cons of this build is probably it doesn't have it's probably let me see. Okay, the pros for this build is you get tons of damage. If you would check the weapon, that is 460 attack, 0% affinity, 270 dragon, and an average LRC. But if you would look here, that's like the true attack status. I get 554 attack, 30% affinity, 270, and their seal is average. That's pretty good. I don't even have the food buff yet. Demon Drug, Demon Powder, Mega Demon Drug, whatever, Might Seed. I don't have that yet. And I get this. Whenever I'm at full buff, I usually hit 650. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, that's the pro. And you have sharpness, tons of it. The rest is I've discussed already. So, let's get to the cons. You don't have guard. So guard is usually used by most of the lancers because whenever you block an attack, it reduces the stamina depletion by 50% if you have a level 5 guard, by the way. And it reduces the knockback, meaning if I counter something and I block it, I could counterattack real quick. I won't get knocked back or staggered. I would just hit him back real quick. In my opinion, I could just lose that. I could just block the attack, wait a bit, and then just dish out my damage. It's not really worth losing skill slots for guard 5. That's my opinion. Although I have other builds that have guard 5. The other con would be probably, I'm not sure. But yeah, a lance hits pretty much all the time, so you will find your sharpness very quick to go down. But I don't have a sharpness jewel like the protective polish jewel yet. But once I get it, I'd probably put it in there. So yeah, that's basically what I can see. When it comes to my advice in being a lance main, just utilize your tools, man. I'm serious. The game has, what do you call it? Hunter's notes. Check the hunter's notes. Check the physiology. R1, you would see right here. Just give me a sec. Okay, here we go. So, Valhazak. If you would check the upper right part, there's elements there. And there's fire, 3-star, water, 0, thunder, 1, ice, 2, dragon, 3. What that means is these are the weakness elements of this monster. I would usually utilize it, or no, not usually, I always utilize the weakness of every monster I'm about to face. It's pretty damn important. Why? Because I've recently tested and did a lot of runs when I utilized the weakness of every monster. And correct me if I'm wrong, they usually flinch faster if you use the weakest element they have. Okay? So if you would use a thunder element with the Nergigante, like you've seen in my earlier video, I used a Thunder Lance. He flinches very fast, especially if you hit his weak spots. Teostra, I used my Ice Lance, and boy, this beast was down, man. Kashala, I used Thunder as well, same as Nergs. And Balzac, I use Fire or Dragon. Utilize your hunter notes. It's a lot of information to take. You're probably not gonna memorize everything, like every monster's weaknesses, but it's there, man. It's utilize the tool. It won't hurt. So if you would probably farm different weapons, like different elements for the same type of weapon, like me, I have an Ice Lance, I have a Thunder Lance, I have a Dragon, I have a Fire. I just don't have a Water because it sucks. But anyway, these are the things I do to utilize damage. I'm just saying this because a lot of people overlook this feature that they can check the weakness, man. It's pretty simple. Yeah? Okay. Alright. So, that's it for my Spartan build. I hope you all liked my video, and if you did, please click that subscribe button and the bell beside it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about my build. If it sucks or if it's great, I would love to see suggestions and other ways to improve my build. But for the meantime, see you all on my next Monster Hunter World video. This is DREADTAC, wishing you all a happy hunt. Peace.